Hello and welcome back to Aquanox. Did I say it here for me again? So last part we got through some more missions. We're going to a press room soon.
A donation to the Hadesian sect, mercenary?
What do I get in exchange, old man? Redemption, freedom, or inner peace?
The Hadesians seek fear, terror, horror, and darkness.
Wow, that's not your usual kind of salvation.
Light, you are my new assistant? I've been waiting for you for...
Slow down. You scientists are always so impatient. I think you suck on your test tubes too much.
Oh, a comedian.
What do you do here?
I am an evolutionary biologist. I am in charge of the dolphin breeding program. Unfortunately, we have been having trouble with a Liopleurodon saurian. But we're not allowed to shoot him because a single specimen is worth more than 1 billion credits. Still, if someone were thinking of taking a Lio on, say, hypothetically, they would want to distract him in order to get a bead on the spot between his head and body. That's where his ganglionic center is most exposed.
Ah, Flint. Too many cubic miles of water have passed the Denmark Strait since we last met.
True enough, Admiral. How are you?
I haven't been sleeping well since my wife passed away. Besides that, I'm no longer able to put up with these wise guys in Neapolis. They send me out to sea every chance they get just so they can build their brave new world without interference.
Is it really that serious, Admiral?
Is a fish's butt watertight? Ah, forget it. It's imperative that you get to Entrox headquarters in the Gulf of Florida. You're to meet with a new boss, Sergi Chang. He's got information for you about some medieval encrypted data, which currently happens to be in the possession of his predecessor.
What's the data good for?
You don't want to know. All I can tell you is that it forms the basis of an enormous scientific experiment in the tornado zone. It's under the command of an Officer Sewell. I am at liberty to tell you, however, that Sewell is a self-opinionated twit, and a snot-nosed little upstart, and a slippery boot-licking...
Aye, Admiral. We get the picture.
You only think you do. I'll meet you at Entrox. Here's your jump ship ticket for the passage. You can redeem it at Entropoint 2.
Okay, one more.
What do you know about this Entrox job?
Not much, but I do know I don't like the idea of meeting old Vanderval again. He's a shark, and he's still active.
But with Chang's new management, Entrox is under international control. Besides, I hear your old friend Christina Lloyd is working for Vanderval himself.
Yeah, I know. She's a monster. Someone should give her the coup de grace.
Okay. So we now have 17,170. Not like I have anything else I can get. And we already have that. We need 183,200 credits to get this. We're a little far away. You know, just 17,000. Actually, I need 2 equipped torpedoes. And that's it. Well, we're just going to next destination, Entropoint 2, because we're not at a mission yet. So, yeah. Entropoint 2, not that far beneath the sea. Only 1,036.
Light, sir. How can Entrox International Company help you?
Making sure my jump ship doesn't sink.
Oh, our technology is very safe, sir. We feature improved dipole proportion, titanium, and nubium hulls, and a passenger frame that is redundantly supported by nanomaterial.
That's great, sweetheart, provided the pilot isn't drunk.
Our pilots regularly pass a rigorous training and qualification process. May I suggest a tranquilizer, sir?
How about you just sit on my lap and keep me calm?
Oh.
I'm sorry, sir, but even a charming smile like yours can't work miracles.
That's life. The pure of heart never get the chicks.
Not for the lack of trying, I'm sure, sir. Have a safe journey. Oh, there are 2 gentlemen waiting for you just over there, sir.
Moo.
Commander Flint, good to meet you.
Don't call me that. I have a reputation as a non-conforming philanderer to protect.
Yeah? Well, first you got a crew that wants to be paid.
Don't worry. The Scientific Committee of the Federation will pay substantially for the recovery of the code data. On top of that, I'm sure that Entrox will have some remunerative chores for you as well.
That would be nice. You know, the cost of living just keeps rising, and I do have 4 gluttonous mouths to feed.
Oh, the hell with it, Flint. Without us, you'd be as dead as rancid muscle.
Ah, mercenary humor. Take care then, and I'm sure we'll meet again in the tornado zone.
Oh, that's it. Okay. Nothing new in the shop? No, didn't think so, but I wanted to make sure. Next destination, entry point. Aquatory, Entrox.
I
Oh,
was on my
cutscene.
way to a massive corporation in the Gulf of Florida, near the deepest abyss in the Atlantic, the Milwaukee Deep, 8,500 meters below sea level. Entrox, under new management, was Aqua's nerve center for breathing gas, fuel, and transport. I was also looking for the antique data treasures that Admiral Cox and the rest of the world's elite powers were desperately trying to find. The fact that I had to search the area our ancestors called the Devil's Triangle, east of a group of islands called the Bermudas, gave me a pretty good idea that whatever they were looking for boded ill. An ancient legend said that this aquatory was the playground for the devil himself. Of course, another story said it was a secret alien base carrying out electromagnetic experiments. To me, it looked more like a scrapyard, proving only that our forefathers knew little about ships, compass needles, and the aero and hydrodynamics of the atmosphere. Then there was the threat that a massive methane bubble might break loose below and head for the surface, weakening the specific gravity of the ocean, which just happened to be keeping my ship afloat. Whoever created the power plant world of Entrox must have had a large and voracious brain with an extra gland devoted to hellish madness. Under the Entrox turbine facilities, you can feel the crushing threat of extinction more than anywhere in Aqua. Our feeble-minded ancestors located their most highly developed launch site here, eager to conquer what they called the heavens at any cost. All around me on the seabed were the twisted remains of their idiotic efforts, testifying instead that they ended up down here, in hell.
Okay, well, these cutscenes aren't the shortest in the world. Not as bad as the opening one. Intro point, only 1,064 meters.
Flynn! Damn. I'm sorry, but I don't have time to give you a proper welcome right now. I've got to shove off.
Sergei Chang, the new boss of Entrox, in a hurry? What's up?
We're in trouble. The supporters of my predecessor, Leo Van der Waal, are hitting us again and again with sabotage and terrorism. I just met with Lisa Bonham, one of your wings, a minute ago. If you want to know more, talk to her. I just don't have the time now.
Great. I wonder where the hell she's off to now.
How may I help you, sir?
How about 2 out of 3 falls in my bathtub?
I'm sorry, sir, but that's outside of my area of expertise. I'm trained to sell tickets.
Tell me, how do you like working at Entrox, Sugar Coral?
It's much better than it was under Vanderbilt. We even have a trade union now, and the retirement benefits are first class.
Okay, but what about sex and crime? I hear you guys do a great side business in industrial espionage.
Competing in the international market requires vigilance, sir.
Believe me, the new Entrox is above board, under control, and international. It's not the old tangle of power and money that it used to be, when Leo Van der Waal still wielded the scepter. It's a fact that his gun-running gang almost triggered a war.
You don't have to tell me about it. I was there. So where's Van der Waal now? Jail, I hope. But people like him don't usually do time.
Not unless you consider a stylish new station off Old Hudson Bay doing time. It's called Gotham. They rake in mega credits from illegal methane hydrate mining in the Bermuda Triangle, along with the usual techniques.
Harper likes to keep track of any possible source of income.
Watch out, Harper. Too much avarice blocks the blood vessels.
That's what they used to say about Saul. I think it's all hogwash.
Personally, I think Vanderbilt may be planning a return to power. He's already hired a real fighting machine named Lloyd to head his ex-Interpol battle gang.
Christina Lloyd. I know her. She looks like a patchwork quilt. A real plague. Dangerous as a great white. Hey, DeGrange is calling for me for check-in.
Say whatever you want. Hydrate is a superb energy source. You can't blame Vanderval for getting in and making a profit before a bunch of international office farts decide who gets what and how much.
If it's illegal, it's illegal. Methanhydrate is intended to be a democratic fuel, with fair and equitable distribution.
Sediment, my dear, sediment. I won't hear such nonsense. What does fairness mean in Aqua, when there's always the threat that someone will turn off your air? We live like drones, sneaking and ducking around, keeping our traps shut in the hope we'll live another day. Protest once against anything, and you get your throat torn out.
Well, man is dominated by physical urges. Gluttony, territoriality, and procreation.
Oh, stop your complaining, Flint. Think positive. Life means hope.
Lady, knock off the esoteric waffling. Hoping means freaking out.
Flint, make your way to the power station. Chang will contact you there. And don't forget, Vanderval's gang is as dangerous as they come.
Yeah, I know. He's got Christina Lloyd running the show.
Lloyd? That ragbag? She's got more titanium in her face than you have protecting your cockpit.
But she is tough. I mean, really tough. I saw her in the Peru Trench during the hot vent crisis. She went in there like a barracuda. No inhibitions. I blew the stern off her bomber and she navigated what was left of it in her diving gear. She went for it. Sheer suicide. I've heard since then she has an artificial spine.
Yeah, made from alpha ceramics. That's what they're using for the new weapon barrels. You better watch out.
Lloyd is 100% the product of the Shogunate. Nerves of steel, bones of triple-hardened silicon carbonate, and a killer shark mentality.
Okay. Ooh, we do have a new one. A Vendetta Gatling. That would cost most of my money. So we got a Thrasher Shark, and now we've got a Tiger Shark, which does more damage and has good agility. And this one, Flash Shark, again, it's got less, but it does do damage to EMP. Oh, okay, so if they have shields, that one will take it down more. Ooh, medium block, E-loads energy, depending weapon systems. Plasma EMP, laser, rate, 3 E-shells for every second. Oh, okay. So if we got the plasma gun, I would only be able to shoot 1 shot per second. If I get the medium block, I can shoot 3 shots per second. I think I'll just get the Vendetta Gatling. It's got even lower loading time, so that's nice. I need to go to my ship to equip it. Get rid of the Vendetta 1. Vendetta Gatling. Yes, please. And that's about it. I don't think I have enough for... Yeah, no, 4,770. So we'll have to wait for the medium block. Okay. I think I'm gonna save. I'm not sure if the game, like, just allows you to come back if you lose a mission, but better safe than sorry. Next destination, power storage plant. Great. Actually, the dock talking has taken up a lot of time. We were almost halfway through a part and we're still talking. Power storage, 1,528, so a little lower.
Welcome to Entrox, Flint.
What's the word, Chang?
I know why you're here. Honestly, I have no idea what the contents of those ominous data files are. I also don't like being a pawn in a game where I don't know the rules, let alone the fact that it's being played in my house. I trust Admiral Cox, of course, but not the Chaos and Neapolis. If I were you, I would talk to the workers at the power storage station. They know the score. If a valve is jammed in Aqua, they can not only tell you where, but also when, why, and for how long.
That's good to know, Chang. Anything else?
Watch out for Van der Waal and his gang of hired psychopaths, particularly Christina Lloyd. They're working the Hydrate in the Bermuda Triangle, in open defiance of international treaties. They're also involved in gun running, the illegal transfer of technology, the gene trade, and who knows what else. Don't make the mistake of thinking Van der Waal's a toothless ex-tycoon friend. He's a mean old buzzard with a bite worse than a medicine.
Well, if he bites me, he'll need new dentures.
That's exactly the kind of attitude we need to Triangle, Flint.
I'll be there.
Okay, so we got some more talking, good lord.
Light Deadeye, have you been to Gotham before? I love it there. All that ultra-antique stuff like the Statue of Liberty, the Brooklyn Bridge. It's great.
Great. And strange. Listen, I just ran into Chang and he was flying out the door. From the look of him, the pressure's on. I smell a job. What did he tell you?
I just had a little chat with his security boss. It seems Van der Waal's men are helping themselves to Antrox energy. That's why they're sneaking around at the power storage station. They're tapping into it. They're acting pretty impudent because they know they've got better weapons and better pilots. When they bring in their tanker with its incredible energy storage systems, they flank it with scouts and bombers from the old Antropol Guard.
What the hell are the new Antrox police doing?
About all they can do. They sit back and watch. They're not up to it, Flint. They're kids. Hurry through cadet school and rapidly promoted. There is no experience there at all.
Sounds like our cue.
Yeah, but we're under strict orders from Chang not to destroy any of the Antrox station systems. That's not going to be easy.
Okay.
What can I get for you, stranger?
I've been hearing about a new kind of disease that comes out of the brackish water of the South China Sea. It kills people, but they're not dead. They turn into vegetables, but something inside them keeps kicking.
I know just what you're talking about. One Aquarium Tsunami booster coming up.
Jeez, I feel like freaking Alice in Wonderland. Everything's so techno-cool. I think my smart suit's gonna freeze to my butt. I need fire, action, glowing torpedo tubes.
Having another one of your dopamine overdose fits, Harper? You've got your orders. Recover that data.
Whoa! The hell with that. I'm not a sleuth, Flint. I destroy things for a living.
Listen, Van der Waal isn't going to make this easy for us, so we'll need good recon.
All right. I can't argue with that. I hang around here, knock back a few hard tricks, try to blend in.
Harper, even when you're on your best behavior, you're about as inconspicuous as a stingray in a bathtub. Ask around, but make it snappy. We don't have time to waste on this one.
Light! We're debating the pros and cons of the various communication systems.
You know, fiberglass, synapses, ELF. If you cut off just one station, it's as good as a death sentence.
What's with all the talk about synoptic communication?
Bionics, man! Via genetic engineering, Machina Antarctica has produced a highly sensitive ampulla of Lorenzini. Now, electric impulses can be passed from one synapse station to another. It works best in the SOFAR layer, where cold and warm waters meet. In the future, everyone in Aqua will have their own synaptic number, and communication will be entirely neuroacoustic.
Enough, Leonie, enough. We'll have to excuse her. She's a physicist. She welcomes every change, but not me. I'm not that smart. And don't ask her about the turbine fields.
Oh, yes! We're registering increased velocity of the Gulf Stream. It won't be long until we reach the petawatt limit, for the first time in more than 500 years.
That sounds very industrious. Tell me, do you know anything about some antique data carriers that Vonderval might have in his possession?
That old codger has millions of credits worth of antiques. Try talking to Silveso in the power station. He used to decode transmissions for Vanderval.
And we're now at 20 minutes.
Well, I know a war heroine when I see one.
Flint? Dead-Eye Flint? Jane Brooklyn, sabotage to order. I heard they turned you into algae fertilizer off Australia. So what's a gorgeous hunk of human being like you doing in Vanderval's backwater?
Still kicking, for one thing. It's not easy turning me into sediment. Tell me, have you heard anything about synaptic transmission stations and how they can be eliminated?
Hey, you've got something cooking, don't you? Well, I just had orders to clean up an outside branch of the Shogunate, meaning take it offline for a while. The rule of thumb is to destroy the attached habitat that contains the cutout switch, which brings down the whole system. If you want more, talk to Atahualpa Jones. He's dealing drugs in Atacama City now, but he comes over here to make bulk purchases of synthetics. He's also a former Introx cop.
Dude! It's so wet here. I love Introx. The techno-gothic hype, the colors, everything's so wet. The next big thing in civilization, whoa, is going to happen right here.
Oh, my God.
Jones, I think you better zip home to the tornado zone and your cozy scavenger. Your drug-mangled brain can't handle a holiday like this. You ought to concentrate on something else, like the Entropol ships Vanderval uses. I hear you used to pilot one yourself.
Whoa! Fire! Blood and bone splinters! That's the toughest outfit in Aqua. I got sucked in. The pressure never let up. We never slept. We could do it too because we developed a stimulant called turbo speed. But I do know how to blow those boys away. So, listen up. There's a very small spot on the side of their ships that isn't covered by turrets. Dude, those turrets can't swivel down vertically. An easy thing, but you better keep moving. When you have breakfast with the devil, you need a strong spoon.
Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be the same thing until we get to a new area, probably. Next mission, sabotage of turbines. Mission objective, find and destroy sabotage units. The turbine field is very large, so this job might take some time. Oh boy. Great, more music to make me deaf. Granted, this is finally getting into a mission almost 25 minutes into this recording. Oh my God.
We should go to navigation point 1 now.
I'm going. You just don't have that much speed. Oh my, is my speed reduced in this area? I'm only getting up in the 60s. Well, there we go. We're increasing slowly, but yeah.
Let's go to navigation point 2, Flint.
Find transport. Whoa, we suddenly sped up. Do. There's nothing really else to do. I'm just, I guess, patrolling. Oh, this sensitivity.
What are you waiting for? To navigation point 2.
I am going as fast as my ship will go.
Now we're going to navigation point 3.
Great. Oh my gosh. I'm going slow as sin. There we go.
Next destination, navigation point 3.
I'm going. This field screws with my velocity like nothing
Now we
else.
should look for navigation point 4.
Thanks. Anyone having fun? This is exciting gameplay. Full of patrolling. I assume there's good. Yeah, there we go.
Check the dance troops. We're experiencing a massive loss of energy. Knock that cargo ship out of commission.
Oh! Wow! I wasn't expecting that. I mean, he did take all 4 of my missiles. Huh. He did take all of my missiles, but yeah, I should have gotten behind him sooner. But I'm not able to go very fast. Power storage.
Good work. Clearly, we need to beef up our security forces.
That's not a bad idea. Van der Waal's gang seems powerful and motivated. They've got enough criminal drive to make a diplomat blush. Why is that?
I think the fall of the Entrox Old Guard bonded them together. Van der Waal is a charismatic man, and he doesn't mind sharing his success with his men, like a pirate captain who shares his loot.
Speaking of sharing and loot, I look forward to your upload of credits to my account.
Plus 4,900. Actually, no, that will cover my cost for getting new missiles. So you're good. Though I probably need to go up back to this, right? Yeah, why not? I mean, it's the more damage. Cost me a bit, but whatever. We might want to invest in the medium block and maybe get the plasma gun soon, because that should help us get there. Because that should help. I mean, what would really help is a new ship, but those are so expensive. We're not going to be affording one very soon. I mean, our highest payout has been, what, 13,000? Yeah, and there's, like, good lord. Because our toiler has a speed, of 115, strafe feed of 58, 1,600, 900, torpedo buzzer. Yeah, so we need, oh god, we need 183,000 for even a new ship. Wait a minute. It's the only reason this one is higher is because it has a higher speed, overall speed average. Yeah, well, I mean, we're not going to be affording any of those soon. Let's talk.
Are you Soveso? Charlie and Leone told me.
If she had one of her blabber attacks, I can only imagine what Leone told you.
Actually, she said you might know something about Van der Waal and some antique data carriers.
I used to decrypt and catalog information for him, but that's not my business anymore. If it's important, go to the Blazing Ice and see if you can find little Kiz. She got my old job. And believe me, she's no fan of Vanderwaal's.
Cox here on a secure line. It's starting. It won't be long until old Vanderwaal contacts you, Flint. He already knows you're snooping around. Stand by for further instructions regarding Operation Brainfire.
Brainfire? Ooh, that sounds important.
Important? Important is crap dump compared to what's at stake here. The demons that got themselves expelled from Entrox call their new station Gotham. It's an old name for New York because it's located near the Hudson Canyons. They're exploiting methane hydrate resources in the Devil's Triangle illegally. It's clear that they mean to return to the highest levels of power at Entrox. Listen, forget all that for now. I'm sending you some documents outlining your position. If Leo Vanderwaal doesn't accept the offer, we go to Plan B.
You've been identified as Emerald Flint. Please give the reason for your stay.
I'm on holiday, pal. What else would I be doing here?
Definitely the wrong answer. We'll keep an eye on you.
Don't look too close or I'll be a splinter in that eye, pal. Out.
Okay.
Sweet little lethal Lisa. What brings you this way, baby?
I'm trying to choke down a cocktail called A Mouthful of Liquid Death. I think I'd have better luck with a mixture of liquid nitrogen and nitric acid.
You hearing anything about possible jobs?
You bet, boss. I met with Chris Kruger, the cargo ship captain from Benthus Unlimited. They are loading near the cold vents at the Bermuda Triangle, and there seems to be a lot of trouble in the water. Talk to Kruger, and fortune may smile on us. He's in Chang's office right now.
Sunny Lisa. Are we gonna do the job together? I hope so.
If anyone finds out I'm talking to you, they'll beat me to a pulp. You don't know Vanderwaal and his brutes.
Salam. Don't be afraid. I'll protect your identity. Vanderwaal won't find out if we make this quick. So tell me, where can I find the code data?
He has a special place where he hoards his most precious treasures. In the torch of Lady Liberty. It's the perfect place, absolutely secure. Except you can crack it with brute force.
Damn. Well, if force doesn't work, we'll just take the whole damn statue. I'm sure as hell no safecracker.
Watch the old Entrox cops. They've got it covered like white on rice.
Flint!
Whoa.
Christina Lloyd and Leo Vanderwaal here. I'm really sorry you're still breathing, Flint.
Now, hold your seahorses, Christina. Why don't we try talking like civilized people?
Okay, here's the deal. Vanderwaal, I'm authorized to offer you and your collaborators amnesty in exchange for turning over an antique data carrier. Designation NASA 01MS.
To hell with that, Flint! I'm free now. I don't need any stinking amnesty.
Now, listen carefully, Flint. There will be no data. You know I'd back any experiment that promises a profit, regardless of the consequences to Aqua. But this data is too dangerous. You do not want this data. Believe me. And even if the oceans evaporate to the last drop, you will not get it.
If that's the way you want it, you already put yourself on a pedestal once, and we brought you down.
Now that we've gotten the diplomacy out of the way, here's my promise. Flint, because of what you did to me, I'm going to pull every one of your organs out of you within the next 48 hours.
Hey, Jigsaw Face, you must be dreaming.
Your attitude will change when I've gotten my hands on your throat.
That's it. I fulfilled my mission. We'll leave the rest to the future.
That future will be history for you, wise guy.
Flint, what's become of our offer to Vanderwaal? Nothing, I suppose.
Flat, Admiral. So what now? Plan B?
Yes. It's time to make them sweat blood. First, I want you to cut off Gotham by destroying the ELF and Synapsis stations. Then get those data carriers. When you're done wreaking havoc, head for the new Entrox headquarters and report to Chang.
Aye, aye, sir. Out.
Ah, Flint! What are you doing around here?
I'm taking an educational sabbatical. Do you happen to know what methane hydrate is good for?
It's a potent source of energy. 1 cubic centimeter of methane ice produces 170 cubic centimeters of flammable gas. That's good for remote or isolated stations and dwellings. It's also cheap and democratic, now that no one is allowed to exploit it on their own.
Sure, okay. So, well, see you again sometime.
And remember, if you froze the water in all the oceans into 1 cubic kilometer ice cubes, they would cover the distance from the Earth to the Sun 10 times. Isn't that amazing? The Sun is 149 million kilometers away.
Sun? What the hell is a sun?
Okay, so that's it. We've got our torpedoes. Next mission, codebooks. Mission objectives, paralyzed communication. Find access to Gotham, get codebooks. Important, when on sneak drive, switch off engine. 1 or 2 powerful torpedoes might come in handy. I'm not even sure how to turn off sneak drive, or turn it on. Huh. Oh, we're going in with our full wings.
We should go to navigation point 1 now.
I assume this is what we need to destroy.
Flint, Gotham is now completely without communications. They can't even order a pizza.
Oh joy! This is even more heavily defended. I wonder if I could just leave it to my wings. Yeah, what? Oh, landmines. Or mines, sea mines. Whatever. So you either go in through the other way or this way. Take your pick. Or we have to go to both.
I've got a plan. If we can destroy the Transformers, their ground weapons won't have any more. Flint, there's no turning back. We need to pass them and head to the newly marked canyon. We should use the favorable currents here to sneak up. Stay out of sight and no engine noise.
I should have kept going forward. Oh, load autosave.
We should go to navigation point 1 now.
There. Like, if I had better shields or better
Gotham is
stuff.
now completely without communications. They can't even order a pizza.
Flint, there's no turning back. We need to pass them and head to the newly marked canyon. We should use the favorable currents here to sneak up. Stay out of sight and no engine noise.
I don't know, they were pretty stupid before. I mean, I pretty much ran over them. I mean, this is literally my best.
Vanderval's Entropole. The old guard sent a formal warning.
Comms to Commander. Flint, I'll grab the codes, but you're going to have to give me cover.
Follow the marked object.
Almost had us by the throat. I'm not ready to die. Hang on. We've got them in tow now, if you get my drift. Get ready.
Damn it, that one really hurt.
I'll let them deal with it.
Okay, guys, I've got the code books. Unfortunately, I needed to get a little explicit, so I've got some company. Switch on dipole drive and let's get the hell out of here.
Flint, baby. I got something big on my screen. Real big.
Flint, you afterbirth of a rotten slime animal. It seems I should have motivated my man a bit more. Loyal pilots, concentrate on friendship. Catch the beast and destroy your supremacy and crush your privileges. Blast him till flesh drops on his bones. Target sliced in guts. Target sliced in guts.
Whoa! I mean, why was it not doing that? Oh my god, I was like close to dying. Entrox HQ. Even higher up. I was just lucky, good lord. I'm actually gonna end the part here because we've been in it a bit. You shall hear from me in the next part.